Welcome, Cancer. This is Spicy Sunflower Tarot, and I am just going to give you a reading for the month of September. I'm shooting for this monthly overview for you so that you have some information, some guidance, some clarity, so that you can go forward on your path. Excuse me, I'm just shutting this drawer here and getting this started. As I'm shuffling the cards, tune into your energy and ask for love, light, truth, intuition, your higher self, whatever it is that you call upon, Cancer, so that you can have that in your life, those qualities in your life. September is going to be a big month, and there looks like there's going to be a couple of full moons, a full moon eclipse. I believe there's an equinox coming up. Look at the astrology, whether or not you believe in astrology or not, but look at the astrology for the month of September. It's actually quite profound. So I'm going to split this deck 3 ways. I have a special spread designed for all the signs, 8 cards looking at specific categories and areas of your life. I'm gonna just lay these here so I can grab my glasses. Can't see without those these days. I am looking at these 8 categories, and the first one that we're going to start off with is you. So you in particular, you in general. Where's Cancer sitting? What's Cancer doing? What information can we give Cancer on that energy that you're bringing to the table? Let's see. You. So funny. I love it. The Chariot jumped out for you, Cancer. So you are being yourself. You're being in this month of September. You're being in your power element. You're being the Chariot, which is go forward. Sometimes go forward fast. Sometimes don't ask questions. Just get in. It's kind of like that bumper sticker that I used to think was so funny. And it said, get in, sit down, shut up, and hold on. So the Chariot, if that is what you're doing this month, Cancer, you being in your power element of we are just getting in the vehicle, we're going to strap down and we're going to go. And maybe it's going on a trip, maybe it's getting a new car, but inevitably it is a yes. If you have any questions that you might be asking yes or no to, it's a yes. And that generally is in like the go forward momentum. So now I'm going to look for finances for you. How are your finances? What is going on in your finances? Can we give you any help or assistance where that is concerned? So again, tune into the intuition of yours, and we're looking for your finances. What information can we give you or help you with? Judgment. Okay, so you're making some judgment calls in your finances. Maybe you're determining that a really strict budget needs to get put in place now that possibly the school year for your kiddos is back in gear, or maybe if it's just you and your life, you're planning out, maybe like a retirement strategy as you look towards the future in the next several years. Any number of things you can be making this judgment call. This is actually very spiritual element to the finances, so we'll come back to that. What about your love life? Maybe the existence of your love life or the non-existence of your love life. What information can we give you? So we have Ace of Cups. That's actually very beautiful. The Ace of Cups is learning to love yourself, or a new love offer is being sent your way. What about your family? What information can we give you about your family? In regards to your family, for Cancer, that you are a sign. I was going to say that is a sign, but Cancer, I'm talking to you. You are a sign that is predominantly family oriented. I don't think I have ever met a Cancer person who didn't revolve around their family. Their family was everything to them. So, what is your family? What's going on in your family life? The Seven of Cups. That's pretty cool. That's all about choices. It's also about illusions, dreams, fantasies. So, Are you wishing that things in your family could be a certain way? Maybe there's a lot going on. Maybe there's a lot of choices especially as you're looking towards these holiday months that are coming up, October, November, December. Um, you're filled with these choices. You're having fantasies of how the holidays are going to look. You're building up these dreams, these illusions. Doesn't mean illusions as in a bad thing. It's just that we're maybe fantasizing right now in September about what the holidays could look like. So now I'm going to look for health. What's going on in the health of a Cancer? Whoever this is resonating for, and just remember, you can resonate with a one piece, you can resonate with all the pieces, and this might not resonate for you at all. If that's the case, just let it be for someone that it does resonate for. Looking for your health, Cancer, your health. We have Two of Cups, so that's really beautiful. That is actually your heart, literally your heart is in a really good place. Your physical heart, your cardiovascular system might be pumping and thriving. Your blood pressure might be at its optimum level. Something to do with your heart space is really, really good. I mean, and the heart space is really very important for the health of the whole body. So I love that showed up there. A lot of water energy, a lot of water themes going on here, Cancer. So you are right I think you're really feeling, as the September 2025 begins, you're really feeling you're at your comfort zone. You're in your comfort zone. You're feeling good. So what's getting in your way? What can we give you as a barrier? What is getting in your way? It's just the same thing Scorpio had, the Hermit. And that's major arcana for the sign of Virgo. So the Hermit is a barrier because if we're hermiting ourselves away, if we're detaching, if we're isolating, that can be harmful to not only yourself, but to others. Pulling away, detaching, preventing others from being able to get to you in any way. That can be a barrier, literally. What is your advice? What can we give Cancer for advice? Ace of Wands, right underneath the Ace of Cups. It's beautiful. Very awesome. So Ace of Wands is a passionate new beginning. This is really giving you the heads up or the go ahead and go forward in your passion pursuits. So whatever it is that you have your eye on as far as creativity, as far as adventure, as far as maybe a new job, a new career, this is you being very passionate about something that lights you up. Think of the wand, especially the Ace of Wands. It's like a match that we strike on the box, those old-fashioned style of matches. You strike the match on the box and it lights the flame. That's the Ace of Wands. Something new is beginning for you in your passion part of your body, in your mind, in your heart. You're really interested in pursuing. Maybe you're going to take some dance classes. Maybe you're going to take some art classes. Maybe you want to do pottery or like I said, go look for a new job in a new field that really excites you and lights you up. So as you move into the future, looking specifically towards, October, November, December, what are we looking at for Cancer? What is your future orientation? We have the Page of Cups. So as you move into the future, you could be looking at getting an apology from someone that maybe it's a long time coming. You could be giving an apology to someone, which maybe it's a long time coming. You could be having this conversation about a new love offer, very, very similar to Ace of Cups. Page of Cups is all about movement in the heart space, or actually receiving a message in the heart space. It can be a very tender, innocent, trepidatious. It's coming from someone, or if you're the one giving this piece of conversation, you're doing it from, a sense of bashfulness, shy, maybe not feeling like you're super ready to do it, but you're kind of forcing yourself to. So as you move into the future, think about a heartfelt communication that either you are mustering up the courage to have, or someone might be doing that towards you. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Fool. So kind of a really super cool way to start off with your September, because the Fool is fresh. The Fool is, it's untainted. It's willing to take risks, willing to play the fool, willing to look like a fool, because you're just going to go for it. Whatever it is that you have on your mind, your heart, your plate, you're looking at it as if, you know, the saying about when you go to like a buffet and you just load your plate up and you get to the table and you can barely eat hardly any of it because your eyes were bigger than your plate. That's what I'm getting for the Fool energy. As you approach your life, this is just a piece of advice. You take it or leave it. Maybe your eyes are a little bigger than your plate, you know, your plate of your life. And so beware. The Fool energy can entice you to take more than you can actually eat. So just beware. There's some warnings attached to the Fool because, well, the Fool takes risks. So sometimes you need a trusted person in your life to come along and say, hey, just be careful. Be careful of the risks that you're taking. Be careful of the people that you're trusting. Be careful of the conversations that you're having. Be careful, be careful, be careful, because the Fool just wants to rush in, have it, do it, see it, touch it, taste it, smell it. They're fire. So as I told you about Ace of Wands, when that spark gets lit, when that flame gets going, we could burn down the house. So be, not literally, I'm just metaphorically speaking, just be careful. So Fool energy showing up at the bottom of the deck. I am using the Naked Heart Tarot. This is by Jillian Wild. And I'm just going to leave the bottom of the deck card there facing the spread, and we're going to jump back in, looking at, again, like I said, you showing up in your power energy and your power card, the Chariot. It's major arcana, so it's a big deal. It's a card from Spirit, God, the universe, saying, hey, Cancer, you got it going on. Whatever it is that you're thinking, feeling, wanting, the answer is yes. Go do it. Go see it. Go get in your car. Go buy a new car. Go take that trip. Put your family in the Chariot and let's take off. So it's great. It's a great yes. Move forward. The only thing I would say about the Chariot is they can be a little hasty. They can be a little kind of similar to the Fool. I love that there's these two mystical creatures on the cards. So we've got a unicorn, magical, mysterious, mystical creature. And then here we've got looks like a two-headed Pegasus. So a flying horse. So be careful. Be careful about being hasty. Be careful about not being putting a lot of thought into the pros and the cons of whatever it is you're moving forward on, okay? As you look in your finances again, there is this Judgment, and this is attributed to the sign of Scorpio. It is major arcana. It is a very spiritual element to this card. Again, it's a major arcana, so it's coming from the divine. It's coming from God, Spirit, universe. It's very much a another look before you leap type energy. It's make that decision very carefully. A lot of times the Judgment, you're standing above the situation. So your finances, you're looking down on your finances. You're able to see things from kind of like a otherworldly perspective. You're looking down, you're seeing your checkbook, you're seeing the money coming in, you're seeing the money going out. You're able to make a very divine judgment on your finances. So I think that's actually very beautiful, because this is the way that we make smart, intelligent choices, is when we make these profound judgment calls. We're not talking just fly from the cuff, haphazard decisions. We're talking deep-rooted, spiritually based, thoughtfully oriented judgment calls in your finances. Whether it is that you need to save more, Maybe you need to spend more so that you can pay something off. Maybe you're saving up for the house of your dreams or the trip of your dreams, but something is a judgment call is being made in the finances. In your love life, Ace of Cups. Like I said, this is someone extending their cup of love to you, or you extending the cup of love to another. Or this is you, if you're not with anyone, this is you extending the cup of love to yourself. This is you finally understanding what it means to love yourself wholeheartedly, unconditionally, with no strings attached. And the same goes if this is being given to you or you're giving it to someone. It's no strings attached. It is, I have to tell you that I love you. And I mean it truly and honestly. I want the best for you, and I want to be in your life, and I want to show it to you unconditionally. And hopefully, if that is in a partnership, then they feel the same way. They want to give you their cup. So in the love life department, the Ace of Cups, I just can't imagine anything really more positive than starting with one, love in the cup, and then we can give it to someone else. Family, we've got Seven of Cups. So this is, as I alluded to earlier, this is choices. This is illusions. This can be fantasies, dreams. So I think I really got that sense right out of the gate that this was talking about the family trips, the family holiday celebrations, looking at the future, looking into what you would like. Maybe you're sitting and formulating these fantasies, these dreams, these family vacation, getting together for family, plotting things out already. Like for Thanksgiving, we're going to go to this place. For Christmas, everyone's going to come to our place. We're having all these choices available to us. The only thing about the Seven of Cups that I'll say as a little bit of more of a warning than anything else is beware that it's good to have choices, but at the end of the day, we usually only get to make one. So be careful of the choices and the plans and the decisions that you make regarding the family plans and family orientations, because maybe others aren't going to be in agreement with that. Maybe that isn't the best plan. So just beware that the cup you choose is the cup you get. And sometimes we don't like what we end up with at the end of the day, but it's too late to change our minds. In your health, you have Two of Cups. And I think the physical hearts in the cups is I'm going to take it as a very figurative explanation for how your health is going to be this month, Cancer. And I think that your actual physical heart, I think that I'm getting the cardiovascular system for you is actually really functioning at its optimum level. I feel like your blood pressure is at its just right point. I think that you are someone who's valuing going out and actually getting your heart rate elevated. I think that you're taking mindful care of your heart, especially where mental health is concerned. I think that you are making sure that you calm yourself down, that you're breathing properly, that you're just being mindful of your mental health, your physical health. And because Two of Cups is a love card, I think that your love life has a lot to do with your health in general. And it does look like Two of Cups is soulmate energy. It is a bond, a union, a divine coming together. So you might have this special person in your life that the two of you are embarking upon this health journey together. Maybe you've made a decision, a bond, a pact with one another that you love each other, you want to take care of each other, you want to take care of yourselves for each other, and that I think it's a mutual decision that you're doing together. For some reason, it's obvious, it's Two of Cups, but for some reason it's coming through that I think it's two of you joining together in the journey of your health, like the two become one. And what matters to the both of you is what matters to each of you. And what was that barrier energy, which is, it just is very obvious that the hermit would be a barrier, because I personally understand the value of alone time. I really love alone time. I like to be by myself. I like to have my thoughts, my feelings, my time where I'm just not having to worry about the care of others. I really value being able to just worry about um, what's going on with my life, keeping my job, my friends, my family, everything is nice and tidy. But when when there is too much hermiting, when there's too much isolation, when there's too much taking yourself away from the group, away from the crowd, that can be detrimental, because others feel like they can't reach you, they can't find you, they don't know where you're at, they don't want to disturb you, and you look like you don't want to be disturbed. So this can be a barrier to our overall security and health, just like we talked about, to you yourself, your finances, your love life, your family, your health in general. If we're doing too much hermit time, that can be detrimental to all of those categories. So this showing up as a barrier, it makes complete, perfect, total sense. And because it's showing up as a barrier, then I'm also going to give that to you as that warning alert, the yellow light coming on, cautioning you to take the time that you need, but also make sure that you're not taking too much, and that you're giving to everyone, including yourself. But make sure that you're dividing yourself fairly and squarely. Like I said, you are a family oriented sign. So I don't really see Cancer doing too much of this hermiting. That tends to be more, I think, Scorpios and Virgos themselves. They like to hermit away. So just be careful with that alone time situation. In your advice is the Ace of Wands. And just like I was giving that example about lighting the match on the side of the box, and something has sparked you, and that is your advice, is to figure out what it is in your life that gets you going, that lights you up, that turns you on, that gets your motor running. Something does for sure. Something does for all of us. So understand, is it, I know Cancers, this is a fact. You love to nurture and nourish in the kitchen, providing food, cooking, eating food, sharing a meal. That is like a love language for you. And this is interesting. It looks just like a fork, or it looks like a barbecue tool. So I think that there might be something new in the food category that could really get you going, that could really spark your interest. Look into new recipes, sign up for cooking classes, get your family to join you as you do those kinds of things. Something in related to food, I think, would really get a Cancer person going. So maybe look into those heart healthy recipes, things that'll help with your blood pressure, your cholesterol, that kind of stuff. I am not a doctor or any kind of person to give medical advice. I'm just throwing out all the suggestions. So find something. This is your advice. Find something, get something really going that lights you up, that you really care about, that you're interested in, passionate about. And your future advice is the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is all about, like I talked about earlier, it's that conversation. It's a message. It's the messenger of a communication from the heart. And as I also mentioned, that it's not the most mature, it's not the most wise. Sometimes Page of Cups can just kind of fly from the cuff. They don't really have a speech planned out. They don't have anything prepared. They just start talking, and sometimes it's rambling. And but the Page of Cups is at the heart of the matter. They're water, so they're flowing with their emotions, and they're just letting it kind of come off. And it can be an apology that is a long time coming. It's you being the Page of Cups. So maybe you're the one, Cancer, you're looking at a relationship that you would like to revive, based on a really good, heartfelt heart-to-heart conversation. So that theme is really showing up a lot for you because we have Two of Cups. So that's really that heart-to-heart communication. This is falling in your health category, but I really think that good, healthy conversation is good for our hearts. So a lot of water energy, a lot of communications, a lot of love, a lot of feelings. Cancer, I think September is going to be a very flourishing, healthy, feeling-oriented month for you. Lots of things going on. I do want to give you an oracle card to finish this reading off. This is the Intuitive Whispers Oracle deck. This is by Maud Hurst. Just to give you something that will either give a new message for you or it'll tie in this reading that we just did for the month of September for the sign of Cancer, the water sign Cancer. So let's see what we can give. Cancer, we have 21, spacious mind and soul. Let me grab the book so that I can make sure to give you the intended message from the author. So I'm not just interpreting what the card looks like. I want to give you the actual book meaning. This is spacious mind and soul. We're not made of solid matter. We're made up of millions of atoms, and those atoms are 99.9% empty space. It's within that space that creativity and the feeling of spaciousness appear. We have two sides of our brains, the creative side and the analytical side. When you are overthinking, stressed, or problem solving, your creativity and feeling of spaciousness are limited. In order for your soul's creativity to emerge, you must prioritize cultivating space and stillness. It sounds simple, but it takes effort to find the time for space. With so many distractions designed to keep us in our analytical side of the mind, you have to set time aside for stillness in order to tap back into the endless space that lies beyond. You can't use your mind to create a feeling of spaciousness. Instead, you have to rest into it. Where in your life can you find space? First thing in the morning or late at night? Dedicate time every day to be quiet so you can begin to listen to your soul's intuitive voice. That's really beautiful. And I think that spacious mind and soul, that is a very healthy, loving message for you, Cancer. And I do ask that you would like, subscribe, share, follow. Any comments that you're willing to leave really does help the channel. Any feedback is good. I'd love to hear either way. So I do thank you for being here. Thank you for your energy and your time. And I ask that you be blessed, be well. Namaste.